What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, and welcome back to another live Pokemon Showdown session. Today we are jumping into UU after what turned out to be a really fun random battle session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Seemed like a lot of you did. I know I did. So we're going to be doing that again in the future. If you didn't watch it, make sure you go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description in case you didn't get the chance to watch it. It just, even the first episode, it was really a lot of fun. So yeah, specifically why I wanted to do UU is because I wanted to test out and just see for myself how Zoroark and Yanmega fare, just specifically in UU. I've used them in mixed tier matches, I've brought them to OU sometimes, and it can work, but since they were just recently banned from RU and they're stuck in BL2, I figured why not give it a try and let's put them on the same team and see what happens, basically. So before we get started today, before I go over this team, because I have some kooky stuff, who doesn't like kooky stuff? I like kooky stuff. Kooky. Oh my god, I need to calm down. Calm down. Chill. You are hyper. Stop it. Nobody wants to listen to that. Before we get started today, if you guys can, and if you haven't done so already, you would like to show some support to the channel and the series, remember, all you got to do is click that thumbs up button right below this video. It only takes a couple seconds. Really does help me out. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content, and that, you know, I'm doing a good job, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, that kind of thing. And to entertaining you guys, that's what is important. And of course, I always encourage you guys to leave a comment too. You know, leave me some feedback, leave me some criticism, tell me I stink, tell me I'm awesome. That would be a lie, but you can do it. You can do it. Your opinion matters. So we got the Zoroark here, with the Focus Sash, obviously a minus defense nature in Hasty, which is positive speed, because 105 base speed. We really want to outspeed things, especially with a Focus Sash, because we're so frail. We got the Sucker Punch, U-Turn, Dark Pulse, and Flamethrower. That's why I have the minus defense nature, by the way, because I didn't want to lower my attack, because we want Sucker Punch and U-Turn to deal as much damage as possible. U-Turn actually does a respectable amount to things like Blissey that love to switch in on this, so that's pretty darn cool. That is after our illusion is broken, of course, so no more Focus Sash. Anyway, the other cool thing about that, actually, I should probably mention it, is that both Yanmega and the Darmanitan there can get U-Turn, so a lot of times we can keep our disguised, if that makes any sense, because we can just kind of pose as the other Pokemon, so it's kind of hard to tell which is which if we get it correct. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. So moving on, we got Buzzbeat, the Yanmega here, which I like to run a couple of different sets on Yanmega. Tinted Lens Choice Specs is one of my favorites, but I decided to go with the Speed Boost Weakness Policy this time around. Modest Nature, because you have Speed Boost, and you're going to be, you know, at +1 speed most of the time, so you really don't need that positive speed nature. The extra firepower does help out. We got the Bug Buzz, Air Slash, and Endure, which are all standard for a weakness policy set. And then Hidden Power Ground is my other move of choice, just because I like to hit incoming Steel, Rock, and Fire types that like to switch in on Yanmega. And that's pretty much that. Then we've got standard is as standard does, Darmani, the Choice Scarf, Darmanitan with Flare Blitz, U-Turn, and then the Edge Quake combination in Rock Slide and Earthquake. Rock Slide obviously gets boosted by Sheer Force, so that is pretty cool. Max investment in our attack and speed. I threw the other 4 in special defense just to not have a bad Stealth Rock number. We want to keep that HP number odd, because Darmanitan does switch in and out a lot, especially with U-Turn. I mean, U-Turn is the move that I use most often, probably. Only other thing to really explain there is that I opted for an Adamant nature for more power over Jolly, just because you're a Choice Scarf Pokemon. You're already really fast. The only reason to run Jolly is to outspeed other Scarf users, and really that just isn't that important to me. Watch that bite me in the butt in this session, but oh well. Then we've got Starla, the beautiful, shiny, physically defensive Starmie, which is so much fun to use. And where to start here? We're packing the Scald, Recover, Psyshock, and Rapid Spin, so we also have that nice defensive Rapid Spin support for things like our Darmanitan and Yanmega, which is pretty much mandatory. Kind of need to have something that can get rid of rocks, so that's what that is for. Natural Cure obviously will help us if we get Toxic, T-Waves, Burned, Poisoned, you know, any of that stuff. So Natural Cure is nice on a defensive Pokemon, packing the lefties because it's standard for a wall, and I mean, our typing is pretty good for walling physical hits, because we can switch in on things like Mach Punch or any fighting type move, so that's pretty cool. And it's just, I don't know, I love using it, especially with Scald to patch up our defenses there. So good. so good. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, HP, you know, its HP is trash, it's only base 60. But in OU, we see things like Rotom Wash with base 50 HP. Being an efficient wall on both sides. Starmie has base 85 on both of its defenses. That's pretty darn good. Plus, reliable recovery that Rotom does not have. And add that to the fact that its base speed is 115, and it has decent natural firepower in that base 100 special attack. So Scald and Psyshock actually do some damage. So it's pretty good. You can run it specially defensive too. I've done that as well, but I wanted to try physically defensive because why not? Why not, basically? Bold nature, obviously, to up our defenses. Really nothing to talk about. Then we've got Birch, the Trevenant, which is going to be Lum Harvest with Rest, Willow, Horn Leech, and I normally run Rock Slide on mine, but I decided to go for the Leech Seed this time around. Why not? Because this is specially defensive Trevenant, which surprisingly, I didn't actually know that its special defense was just a tad higher than its physical defense. But I always have run it physically defensive just because I've liked that better, and you can switch it on EQs, and it's just a good time. But I wanted to try specially defensive because why not? I feel like it has some potential. Obviously, things like Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, they still kind of poop all over you, but we might be able to live a hit or two and actually, you know, get some damage off. I don't know. We shall see. Max investment in our HP and special defense, careful nature, obviously, and then the 4 leftover EVs into our attack so that Horn Leech does a little bit more. Again, nothing fancy. Then we have a little bit of a kooky crocodile here. Cap is his nickname, and he's packing the lefties, although this isn't a completely defensive Pokemon. It's kind of just like it's got kind of a standard set. I just opted for a more custom EV spread, so we're packing the knockoff Stealth Rock, EQ, and Taunt. And we have a Jolly Nature so that we can outspeed some things. As you can see here, the EV spread just looks kind of strange. I'll go over it first, starting with the attack because that's easiest. We have max investment so that knockoff and EQ are powerful. You know, we have some offensive presence there. Then we have 200 speed EVs with a Jolly Nature, which is just enough, as long as I didn't completely screw that up. It should be just enough to outspeed Timid Max Speed Nidoking, which is important because Nidoking is kind of all over the place in UU. Being able to outspeed it, obviously if it's Scarfed, it will outspeed, but regardless, if it's Life Orb or whatever other set Nidoking may run, we will outspeed it, and we should be able to one-shot it with an EQ without it causing us any problems with this, which is huge. And this is a great lore for things like Nidoking because we have the Intimidate, not the Moxie, and a lot of times, you know, the first move that we're going to be going for is Stealth Rock or Taunt. So that cues the opponent in to believe that I'm a fully defensive spread. They switch in their Nidoking a lot of times. I've had it happen so many times. And they're like, oh, we'll use Stealth Rock, he's defensive. We can just switch Nidoking in here. Nope. Nidoking just dies through an EQ, and it's a beautiful experience. So Nidoking is base 85 speed, so anything max 85 or less, we do outspeed with this investment, and then the rest of the EVs are just dumped into HP. Really not that complicated, just took me a really long time to explain it because that is my life. So let's get into a battle, finally. I feel like I just talked forever. Oh, here's another Zoroark, alright. Nidoqueen, a Porygon Z Chandelure, Umbreon, and Cloyster. So, threats. Let's see, what do I want to start off with? What to start off with? I would love to get up rocks to break a Focus Sash on this and do some damage to this. If I had to guess, I would say either the Zoroark or the Nidoqueen is going to lead off because the Nidoqueen might just want to set up rocks of their own, especially seeing this Buzzbeat here and Darmani. Actually, we could lead off with Darmani to get... Yeah, that has potential. Let's do that. Oh, did I do doubles? Choose a Pokemon for slot 2? What is going on? I haven't been on Showdown in a while. Okay, no, it's not doubles. It's definitely you. Okay, I thought I really screwed up there. I was like, what just happened? What in the world just happened? Apparently we choose our slots now. Interesting. So the Chandelure, nicknamed Gaslight, is going to start things off, and we could just very easily go for a Rock Slide here to kill this thing. Or I guess an EQ would be better because Rock Slide has a chance to miss. And EQ also hurts this. But Rock Slide also hurts the Cloyster. So, but either way, even if he Scarfed, we would outspeed it. So He says use a fire attack, please. No, why would I use a fire attack on a flash fire Pokemon? That makes absolutely no sense. I'm just gonna U-turn out. He stayed in! What? Alright, that was a little bit unexpected, but I guess... fine. Why would you stay in on a Darmanitan? All of these are Scarf. This is like the most standard thing I have on my team. I guess Starmie still gets pooped on by this thing. Actually, I have quite a bad ghost weakness with both of my Pokemon that are supposed to be bulky. So we're just gonna go into our Crocodile here because we resist the ghost type move, which I'm guessing is coming. Yeah, there's the Hex. Okay, I'm so confused about that play. You stayed in to go for Hex on a Darmanitan. What? Alright, so if he's not Scarf, Scarf Hex, that would be a little bit interesting. Not saying that it's not possible. I should have said good luck, have fun. So let's do that. A little late. I'm always late. It's better than turn 14 a couple of episodes ago. I don't know when that was. It was in a previous session. I'm just gonna go for, let's see. Stealth Rock. Yeah, I feel like there's a chance that there's gonna be some things happening. So we outspeed and he goes for the trick and we're gonna get a Flame Orb. Not even bad. Trick Flame Orb. I should have taunted you, but I did not expect that. I only normally see Trick on Choice Chandelure. I'm so confused as to what's happening right now. He's got the lefty, so we might as well knock it off. And we get a crit. It's still not a kill. Oh my god. And he goes for Hex. So now the Hex makes sense. And we can just continually spam knockoff in case he wants to switch. We do outspeed because he's not Scarf, obviously. And Chandelure's base 80. He's going to switch out into the Umbreon to take that. But we're going to get rid of whatever his item is, which is Weakness Policy. What? What? I kind of still want to just taunt you because I don't know what you're going to do. I'm confused. Weakness Policy. Does anybody know what's going on? At least we can U-turn on it now, but this is what happens when you don't ladder though, but it's still fun. It's still fun. Part of the reason why I don't ladder before sessions isn't just because it takes a long time, which it does, but still it's just fun to see what people are running on, the lower half of the ladder. I guess we'll taunt now as he goes for the Sucker Punch. Okay. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, Sucker Punch. Oh wait, this probably isn't Umbreon, is it? It could be this. It could be that Zoroark. I don't think Umbreon gets Sucker Punch. I'm gonna say that's Zoroark. So we really don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna go for... Or is he gonna go for another Sucker Punch? Maybe, I don't know. No, he's gonna switch out into the Cloyster, which takes a nice 24% due to the rocks and a whopping nothing from EQ as we go down. So that is a bit unfortunate. But we should be able to go into our Buzz Beat here. If he wants to go for Ice Shard, he's going to activate our Weakness Policy. So I'm really not afraid because we outspeed. Unless this thing is Scarf, which is possible. But I'm not really afraid. We can just very easily go for a Bug Buzz. The only thing he has that resists it would be this Nidoqueen. So I'm not afraid. Well, the Chandelure is still alive, but it only has 9%, so it's going to die when it comes back in due to rocks. So we're going to go for the Bug Buzz, and that is just a straight-up KO. Kind of was hoping that he was going to go for the Ice Shard, because I think that would have been a sweep. But the Nidoqueen is going to come out here. We do have the Hidden Power Ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Endure here and predict him to go for a super effective move. Yep, there's the Flamethrower. We're going to survive that with a whopping 1%. And there's the beautiful Weakness Policy. Hidden Power Ground should be a one-shot now. And, oh no, it's Zoroark. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I didn't think of that. I should have went for the Bug Buzz. That was a good play. So we know he's not Scarf because he did go for the Flamethrower and then the Dark Pulse right after. See, Nidoqueen gets Flamethrower, that was the issue. If it went for, like, Dark Pulse or something... Alright. Yeah, Darmani's gonna outspeed here so we can come in and U-turn out safely, and if he stays in, that's a dead Zoroark, which would be the best case scenario, obviously. Definitely the best case scenario. I wonder if Umbreon does get the Sucker Punch. I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. Now, if we go into Zoroark, we can maybe draw out, let's see, because it would show Birch coming out, I think. I don't know what that would draw out. Probably not the Porygon Z, probably this. Or no, probably the Umbreon, actually, because it, depending on what he was running, it says it's 78%, so maybe, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on, is basically what I'm trying to say. Out comes Birch, which is really Zoroark. And we'll see if that prompts him to go out into Umbreon. No, he does go out into the Porygon Z. I'm guessing he has Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball. So either way, that's going to be a resisted hit. It's going to just get rid of our Focus Sash, which would stink. And I can't really switch anything in because both of my walls are weak to both Dark and Ghost. So that kind of stinks. But we do have Cap to resist that at least, but he's dead. R.I.P. Cap. Alright, let's go for the Dark Pulse. That does a healthy 48%, and he does go for the Shadow Ball, which is a resisted hit, does 25%. And provided we don't get extreme minimum damage on this next hit, Dark Pulse should kill. So there we go. He's going to switch out into the Umbreon to take that, which is fine, because it does a whopping 12%. And we can go for a nice little U-turn here. And that does a healthy 28%, and I guess, not really liking that so much because Umbreon kind of poops on both of these, especially if it's offensive. Let's see. Let's go into Starla here, because we're physically defensive. As we see the Yawn. Okay. The Yawn is real. I'm going to go for a Scald regardless because I have the Natural Cure, so I can just switch out. There's the Sucker Punch, deals a nice 50%. So Umbreon does get Sucker Punch. Alright, I was just misinformed there. And we're going to get burned so we can't fall asleep. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Synchronize, is that a word? No, it's not. Synchronize backfiring a little bit there. And now what are you going to go into? The Porygon Z should outspeed, I think. Well... yeah, we're uninvested, though. I mean, I'm pretty sure it should. Do I really want to switch anything in? I kind of want to keep this for Nidoqueen. Kind of. I mean, we still have Darmani. What are you going to go for? I think you're going to go for Shadow Ball again, so I'm going to go back into Zoroark, because I think we can take that. No, he goes for the Tri-Attack. Okay, goes for the Tri-Attack. Maybe predicting that. That was not a bad play. But now, we can just go right into our Darmanitan. And from the looks of things, we can Flare Blitz safely because if the Chandelure comes back in, it's at 9%, it's going to die to those rocks. So, Flare Blitz or... now, probably EQ is better because at least it's super effective on this Nidoqueen. So yeah, let's go for the EQ. That's the play to make. Obviously, Porygon Z is going to go down to that. And even if that Nidoqueen is Scarf, which I don't think it is, but we're faster, so that is that. Now, will EQ kill this thing? That's a different story. Maybe if it has like HP investment or something. I don't really know, but we're going for the EQ. No, it does not kill. So an Earthquake is going to finish us off. Wow, okay, and the Black Sludge, so definitely some HP investment going on. But EQ on a Nidoqueen, alright, fair enough. I mean, I can't knock it. I can't knock it. Now we can go for a nice little Horn Leech, which should finish this match off for us, I'm thinking. Because it's physical, I mean, unless it... no, you're just going to keep going for Earthquake. Alright, fair enough. I mean, Nidoqueen's going to go down, so Birch picking up a kill there, and the Chandelure is going to go down due to the rocks, and we'll give this guy a GG, and yeah, as you can see, I didn't really ladder up that much. I'm only at 1100, which really isn't that great or anything. These buttons are new. Wow, I have not played on Showdown in a while. I mean, I recorded the random battle session, but that was... just about 2 weeks ago now, because I record everything really far in advance because, you know, I got a lot of videos that I have to get up because I do 2 or 3 videos a day. So, you know, if anything were to come up in my life where I had to go do something and miss a recording day and you guys wouldn't have videos, and that is not something that I'm okay with. You guys have to have your videos. That is what I am committing to for you guys. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to, you know, leave a like, rating, and a comment, whatever you guys want to do. Really, any support that you show, regardless of what it is, I do appreciate it. Even if it's just saying hi in the comment section, saying hi on Twitter, whatever it is, just know that I do appreciate you guys. I probably should say it more, but I just don't want to sound like a broken record all the time. So we will be back tomorrow with part number 2 of this session, but until then, game on.